Muslim migrants tried to invade Spain. Then the Spaniards throw them out. Again, I don't care for how he titles his videos. He's very clickbaity. But yeah, this is Sahar TV. And again, the thing is, a lot of people say the people who do stuff in hate cause hate thrown against people who haven't done anything bad. That's the big problem with hate mongering. That's the big problem with extremists. They cause the entire community to be targeted. But yeah.
Of the Islamification, this time of Spain. In today's video, we will see videos from all over Spain of the asylum seekers on boat, what they do in Spain, and more great things. Let's watch.
Yes,
great
great
things. It's not great.
Great. It's like he said great things. It's like, yes, great. Of course, great.
So in this first video, we have this Spanish lady getting punched by an asylum seeker from Africa. Well, the bad news for this asylum seeker is that the people next to her will finally fight back. Watch.
See, the thing is, they're going in with fists up. You go in for the tackle immediately. That's one thing officers do. They'll take someone to the ground because having them up on their feet is incredibly dangerous. You want to pin them to the ground. A lot of these people are thinking of like fighting, boxing, martial arts instead of just tackle him to the ground. Take him to the ground. The second he's on the ground, he becomes a much easier target. That needs to be. See, I took him to the ground. He was beaten to a pulp.
If you let them terrorize your streets, they will do what they just did to this old lady. This right here is a fake asylum seeker from Africa. And this girl right here is a Spanish girl. He is trying to take something from the girl. I don't know what it is, but it's always women paying the price first. Watch.
And the guys are just watching.
Jefe, llama a la policía. Oh, do you see what he's holding here? That's her dress. That means she has no top anymore. These Pakistani Muslim men are waiting in line in Spain to get...
Lessons are very, very necessary. Yes. Yes, you have to stomp out the people that are absolutely evil. You have to. You have to. No matter what the community is, you have to stomp out the people who are actually causing harm to everyone. They need to know their place. That's the thing. It's like everyone needs to know their place when going somewhere. If I'm traveling somewhere, I'm not going to walk around like a superior American, even though I may be. I'm not going to walk. Don't give me that look. Penguin staring at me. I'm not going to walk around like I'm going to respect the place I'm at. If I'm in the theater and they play the national anthem, I'll stand up to show respect towards the nation I'm in. It just seems, that seems instinctual. It just seems appropriate. That's what you do. But a lot of people don't think that, or extremists don't think that way. They go around believing they're entitled to the world and the world should capitulate to them. They need to be stomped out. Anyone with that mindset needs to be stomped out. There's okay thinking that way in your own private home, but it shouldn't be the world's fault. It shouldn't be the world's responsibility to capitulate to you.
All the benefits Spain has to offer. Watch.
Spain has announced it will grant legal residency to 500,000 undocumented migrants, and the impact could be seen immediately. In Barcelona, hundreds lined up outside the Pakistani consulate, hoping to secure the paperwork needed to apply.
There will be a lot of difference, like I can travel to my home country and meet my parents and work here legally, so I can pay my tax, and further I can apply for my permanent residency.
The measure will apply to foreign nationals who have been in Spain for at least 5 months before December 31st, 2025. Applicants will also need to prove they don't have a criminal record. If granted, they'll receive a 1-year residence permit with the possibility of extension. The process is expected to be open from April to the end of June. It's the largest regularization drive Europe has seen in years, and it goes against the trend of many European countries taking harsher measures against irregular migration. Spain has announced it.
5 months. Only 5 months. And then you can apply to get all the documentation to stay legally in Spain and ride on the taxpayer dollars of the Spanish people. Unfreaking believable. This house right here was illegally occupied by a fake asylum seeker, by a squatter. So this group of nationalists is fighting them out of these homes.
Used to watch him. I said he is just a separate hate against, he's just a separate hate against Muslim. He is a Zionist. Again, I don't entirely know what Zionist means. I don't really care. It's not the reason why this kind of extremism bothers me is because it's infecting here in the U.S. and it's infecting also the crazy people that don't understand religion. They're being influenced by this kind of nonsense. No, extremism's evil no matter what. No matter what. But you always have to be aware not to target the innocent bystanders in the process of it. Again, I preach defense. If someone lashes out, you put them to the ground. You put them to the ground. You have to make sure they know their place. It's not their home. It's not their home. If it's a public space, you don't have no right to push your own. If you go around passing out pamphlets, that's one thing. But literally trying to force other people to capitulate to you, that's something completely different.
Watch.
Conservamos todos los dientes. No se ha caído ninguno por ahora. Así que vamos para adentro.
Once again, this apartment right here was illegally occupied by squatters. So this right-wing group is fighting them out and handing the keys back to its elderly Spanish owner. Watch.
How is calling out Muslims community crime, hate against Muslims? That's the thing, is like everyone wants to lump everything in together. It's just like when there was that black sovereign citizen being arrested. Someone said it was a hate crime just because she was black. When he was the only, he was the only one that noticed she was black. Nobody else cared. Nobody else cared. She was committing a crime. She was, multiple crimes. She was committing multiple crimes. But that's the thing. A lot of people like to escalate it to be something that it really isn't. And a lot of people lack the ability to differentiate between things. Again, a lot of words have lost their meaning, like racism, propaganda, sexist, Nazi, all that kind of stuff has lost its meaning because it was just said for everyone. It was said for everyone, which is sad. It's sad when you have to be able to see the difference between a good human being and an evil piece of trash. There is a difference, and they're good human beings in Muslims, in Christians, in Mormonism, in Hinduism, but there's also pieces of trash in those same communities. And that's the thing. You have to call it out. You have to call it out. You can't be like, oh, but mine is right. Just no. There are pieces of trash in every single community. Gosh, squatters in Spain.
Hey guys, if you'd like to support me and this YouTube channel, please make sure to check out my Buy Me Coffee. Every single donation helps me keep going, get new gear, and get the best content out there for you. Thank you so much. Back to the video. This person right here is a North African asylum seeker. He just stole a necklace from a Spanish woman, and now he's getting handled by Spanish patriots. Watch.
There. Yep. It's too violent to be shown on YouTube, but yep.
This restaurant owner was told to not open on Ramadan, so not only he kept his restaurant open, he also took pork legs and put them on each table. As a nephew, watch. See this?
Oh my gosh. Well, the thing is, I would only do something if people bothered me first. And that's the thing. Eventually, it does get, what is it? Friendly fire. You end up getting friendly fire. But I don't mean that as in another... Again, you might have a Spaniard Muslim who's lived there for their entire life, been respectful, loved the nation, and now is being targeted just because these other problematic people have started to come in. That's the sad part, is now they will see this place as a hateful place. But this place has become hateful because of the situation they're in. That's the sad part, is the extremism will end up making the others extreme in retaliation. The only way to fight it is to, well, fight it. That's the sad part. There is no being a better person when it comes to hate. There isn't. There isn't. You need to squash that hate with well, being hateful as well. The problem is a lot of innocent people get caught up in it, and then they start becoming extreme as well because they're like, well, everyone here hates me. Everyone here hates me. That's the sad part. That's the sad part.
This is an FU to all the Islamist immigrants, forcing him to stay closed, but no, he's gonna stay open. It's his country. Take a listen to the crying coming from this Spanish woman filming this Moroccan asylum seeker trying to steal her phone. Watch.
¿Qué?
Yo no hablo contigo, yo me hablo con mi
Yo
colega.
no he hecho nada. ¿Qué?
¿Ah?
Yo no te he hecho
¿Tengo
nada.
que ver
No te he
contigo?
hecho nada, ¿no? No, yo no
¿Por
tengo
qué
ningún
me
problema.
dices no sé qué tanto? ¿Por qué estás filmando tú? ¿Quieres hacer algo o qué? Te revento la cara, maricón.
Oh, Dios, otra vez no.
¿Por qué me miras a la cara así?
No, que yo no he hecho nada, que yo no he hecho nada.
Habla con la persona.
Que no he hecho nada, ni terminado, que no... Déjame en paz. Que no te he hecho nada, que no te he hecho nada. Déjame en paz. Que me deje. Que me deje.
Listen to the cries of your daughters in Europe. Listen to their cries. I don't know what she's saying, but you could hear the terror in their voice. That's what happens when you allow illegals to migrate to your country. That's what happens. What did you expect? Flowers? Chocolate? Alcohol? No, because they're Muslim. Of course not. Now, once again, if you allow illegal immigrants in, this is the result. Watch.
Honestly, that's like driving down the street in a main city of America. The way he's moving reminds me of like the drugged out people who are like the walking drugged up ones. Yeah, and then they're shouting at like the corner of a street, and then they'll yell at your car as you're driving past. There have been so many times I've come across that. So that's it's literally the same. I don't know what I don't know if he's an immigrant or not. I think he's just like, again, I have seen a lot of drugged out people who do absolutely crazy things just driving through town. That's what I see when I see him. The way he's walking, the way he's just like not even there. That's what I see. I don't see an illegal immigrant. I just see someone who's drugged out.
And now he's harassing the tourists. Pedro Sanchez is screwing Spain over. Unbelievable. We're seeing this right in front of our eyes. This group of chuckling folks decided to have a fun day on the boat. But guess what? They're actually illegals going to Spain to get all the privileges of the Spanish people the moment they step foot. Huh? Take a look.
You know what they should do? They should declare them drug vessels like the US with like Venezuela and sinking the fishing boats. That's what they should do. Sink the fishing boats. Come on, Spain, sink the fishing boats. Do yourself a favor.
The moment they step foot, all the rights, all the documentation, some of them even get new phones. These are people who just arrived in Spain. Take a look at what they're holding, brand new phones. Who's paying for these phones? You guys, the Spanish people. Do you think the trash is gonna be picked up as well? The trash that they're tossing on the floor? I don't think so. But that's what you brought in from a third world country. Now enjoy. Now, if you wouldn't tell me, I would tell you that this video was filmed in Africa. But no, it's filmed in Spain. Watch. Welcome. Yalla, come. Come, my friends. There's hotels, there's rooms, there's money, there's free cell phones. Come, there's food, everything for you on the taxpayers' money. Come.
Mm-hmm. Again.
Welcome.
On the taxpayers' money.
From here. Yes. Yalla. Aywa. Come. This video right here is what will destroy Europe. This fake asylum seeker was caught stealing from a fruit shop. This guy right here is the fruit shop owner, and he's taking the guy to the police.
Police aren't going to do anything.
El chino de allá, El chino de allá.
Now, the people you're seeing here just arrived in Spain. They'll have free housing, free hotels, free food, free healthcare, everything. Not working a single day in Spain. How does it make sense? These undocumented asylum seeker from Africa, Muslims, are on their way to España to get all their documentation in order, right? From illegal to legal in like this. Let's watch.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wish it was that simple here in the US because my wife would be a citizen. Well, then again, it's illegals that get top priority, which is why it takes longer for my wife to become a citizen. Why it took longer for my father to basically get his citizenship, because so many people are breaking the law. So many people are breaking the law. And my father got his citizenship back in 2016, 2015, 2016, something like that. And again, it destroyed. It's become far harder to get your citizenship, your green card, because the illegal immigrants are basically taking up so much space, so much of the paperwork, and there are only so many immigrant officers that they need to prioritize the illegal immigrants because, well, first of all, if they're prioritizing them, it better be to get them out. It better be to get them out. They don't belong here. I don't care if they're declaring asylum. I don't care about any of that. They need to get them out. There are proper channels to become a citizen or to travel to the US, and the fact that they're breaking the law to get here means they do not deserve to be here. It's that simple. If you've broken the law, you should be deported immediately if you're not a citizen, and that's the thing. They've already broken the law. Come here illegally. They do not deserve to be here.
people
I
are
haven't seen any
escaping
women
their
there.
North African countries, probably because of poverty, probably because of I don't know what. But the problem
Yeah.
is that the countries they're fleeing to will shortly become exactly the countries they escaped from.
Well, they're
That's
not
the
escaping.
hypocrisy about this whole thing. Why are you escaping to bring your ideology and culture to a country that will become just like yours? Chanting Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar is what got your country to look the way it looks. Huh? The reason you're fleeing. Wow, I'm not even jealous of the people in Spain experiencing this full-scale invasion happening in their country, with their prime minister not even slowing down to the slightest, allowing more and more people to come in,
It's all about
to
votes.
get documentation, to stay and drive Spain to the ground.
It's all about
Hopefully it's
votes.
gonna get reversed. I don't know what's gonna happen, but according to the videos, it doesn't look very promising. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next.
Oh my gosh. Again, that's always seems to be a problem. That's always a freaking problem. Again, illegal immigrants do not belong anywhere in society. They do not. Illegal immigrants are a problem to society because guess what? They're illegal. They do not belong. They don't need to be paid because I work a job. I don't need to be paying my taxes to facilitate these people who broke the law to be here. It's already bad enough that my taxes facilitate the free healthcare, free living, free dental, free everything for inmates who are in prison. It's already bad enough, and that's the problem. That's the main problem. Is like it just it encourages more of that. More people will come here illegally because they're given everything because I'm taxed like crazy. I can't even live on a basic working income because I'm constantly paying so much for people that do not belong here, for these welfare things that do not function and people take advantage of. Even though there are good reasons for a lot of these welfare situations, like the food stamps and things like that, there are reasons to it. They have been taken advantage of by so many people that it's better just not to have them. And if people do apply for them, it needs to be a case-by-case basis where they're actually interviewed and it's not where you just file for something and then immediately you're given approval. No, you need to be interviewed and you need to be get a full they need to have a whole dossier on who you are, what jobs you're applying for, and everything. Europe has to find a better way to increase their population, but right now this is the only solution they can think of. I think Europe doesn't need to increase its population. They really don't. All they need to do is just prioritize. Like, that's the thing. There's a difference between increasing population and that what's going on. The thing is, they don't need to increase their population. Maybe they need to downsize a few of their cities or towns, or make it more affordable in the bigger cities, so that way more people want to flock to like London or whatever. But the thing is, having this kind of rot in the city of people who obviously don't pay patriotism to the nation do not belong. They do not belong. Again, I'm a firm believer that if someone's in the United States and they're flying another nation's flag on our soil for their house, they do not belong here. They do not. There's no way they should be flying another nation's flag on our soil. On our soil. It should be the nation's flag. If anything, if they respect where they came from, they can fly it underneath the American flag. But while you're here, you fly the American flag higher. I'm not going to go to India and only fly an American flag. No, if I love where I come from, but I'd fly it underneath an Indian flag because it'd be disrespectful to fly an American flag and only an American flag. It'd be disrespectful to the nation I'm in. But that's just how I've always viewed it. That's just how I've always viewed it. Like the same as Israel, but I'm not entirely sure what Israel's doing, to be honest. I know like their leader is like completely crazy. but I think he's kind of grown up in the extremist mindset of being hated by a group of people, so he hates the group of people extremely back. I think it's literally it's the point to where you have a group of people that's constantly hated you, that you grow up in that dynamic being constantly hated, that you just 100% hate them back. I think that's it. So there's no middle ground. He probably literally hates every single person, every single Muslim the same. He probably sees no difference. But he grew up in that society. It doesn't excuse him of like being crazy, just like Trump being insane doesn't excuse Trump of doing stupid things. It doesn't.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, wait like that.